Hello viewers and welcome back to the track for our third annual Spin Master vs. Hot Wheels Red, White, and Blue Independence Day race. And as you can see, we have the Red, White, and Blue Fire and Ice track back as well. What do you say we take a minute to meet the Hot Wheels team for this event, starting with Red, White, and Blue Soldier Fortune, followed by Freedom Force. Then up next we have the Patriot, followed by the awesome Red, White, and Blue Stars and Stripes Medusa. Up next, we have Mohawk Warrior, the always famous Gravedigger, followed by Max D. And finally, for Hot Wheels, we have El Toro Loco. This team took second place in the race last year, and they're here to get revenge. So let's see what this Hot Wheels team can do. This race is gonna be awesome. Now, before we get this awesome July 4th race started, let's head back over to the pits and meet last year's defending champion Spin Master Monster Jam team. This team did great last year and they're here to defend the title, starting with the 4th of July Freebird, followed by the Red, White, and Blue Jester. Then we have the awesome looking Lucas Oil Stabilizer, followed by the Monster Jam exclusive USA truck. Then we have returning champion from last year, the event winner Avenger, followed by the Red, White, and Blue King Crunch, the always cool Cyclops, then the other exclusive Monster Jam Superstore 2023 truck. This is an awesome looking Red, White, and Blue Spin Master team. Do you think the returning champion Spin Master team will be fast enough here today to take another win and get that championship 2 years in a row? Or will the very hungry Hot Wheels team get the redemption they're looking for, take that top podium spot and the championship into next year's race? We will find out soon, but first let's take a look at today's racing bracket. And heading up to the track first, we have the Monster Jam Superstore exclusive 2023 taking on Stars and Stripes Soldier Fortune, followed by Cyclops facing Freedom Force. Then we have the Red, White, and Blue King Crunch taking on the Patriot. Up next, returning champion Avenger will face Stars and Stripes Medusa, followed by the 2022 Superstore exclusive USA truck taking on Mohawk Warrior. Lucas Oil Stabilizer will be facing Stars and Stripes Gravedigger. Red, White, and Blue Jester will be taking on the Stars and Stripes Max D. And finally, the exclusive Freebird will be taking on El Toro Loco. There's some awesome matchups here for this third annual Independence Day race. Now, what do you say we head up to the racetrack and get these races and celebrations started? And up first to the starting gate today, we have the Monster Jam Superstore exclusive in the blue lane taking on Soldier Fortune in the red lane. Let's go racing! Here we go, Soldier Fortune so fast coming down the ramp into that first jump. Big jump from that truck, but can't hold the landing as the Monster Jam Superstore exclusive passes for the win all the way to the end of the track. Wow! What just happened to Soldier Fortune? That truck was so fast coming out of the gate, had problems over that first obstacle and couldn't stick the landing, allowing the exclusive to pass. Let's take another look. As they come down the ramp, watch Soldier Fortune. That truck is so fast, disappears behind the obstacle, has a tough time on the landing, starts to flip, the exclusive passes. Let's take one more look at Soldier Fortune. Coming down that red lane, that truck is so fast, maybe the fastest we've ever seen. Doesn't clear that first hurdle, and Monster Jam Superstore exclusive goes flying by as Soldier Fortune flips. What a wild first round of racing for this Independence Day race. The 2023 Monster Jam Superstore exclusive takes the win, being the first truck to move into the second round, so we'll see more of that truck later. Now let's head back up to the starting gate because the next pair is lined up and ready to go. And for this next matchup, we have Cyclops racing out of the blue lane, taking on Freedom Force in the red lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Hot Wheels once again so fast coming down to the gate, but Cyclops has problems in the blue lane, hits the obstacle. Freedom Force with a big nose wheelie double flip and takes the win. Wow, what a wild race from that Hot Wheels truck. Makes the to the line to take the win to move on. Cyclops had huge problems up on that center obstacle, hitting the side of that and crashing. Let's take another look from the track cam. Hot Wheels so fast here at this track today, but watch Cyclops in the blue lane. Has a big jump, slams into that center obstacle and flips as Freedom Force goes flipping across the line. Let's take another look from the other angle and check out Freedom Force. That was a wild ride. Has a huge jump off this first jump, lands on the obstacle, starts to nose wheelie, does a double flip, headed right toward the camera, but takes the win. What a run. Cyclops is such a cool looking truck, but you can't take the win with big crashes like that. This win goes to Freedom Force with a little bit of freestyle thrown in to please the crowd. That was awesome. Now let's head back up to the starting gate because we have more racing waiting for us. And up next, we have the red, white, and blue King Crunch racing out of the blue lane, taking on the Patriot in the red lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, here we go. Hot Wheels once again, so fast, coming down the ramp. Big jump from both trucks. Oh, Patriot has problems, starts to flip backwards as King Crunch clears the crush cars and makes it to the line first. What a big double crash on that one, but it is King Crunch taking the win. What happened to the Patriot? That truck had such a big lead. Let's take another look from the track cam and check it out. Coming down the ramp, these Hot Wheels trucks are proving to be very fast in this race. 2, 3 truck lengths ahead. Both trucks with a huge jump. The Patriot flips into a wheelie as King Crunch passes to take the win. Let's take another look from the other angle and check out the Patriot one more time. So fast coming down into that ramp, but doesn't quite clear the obstacle. Hits hard, flips backwards, can't hold the landing, and King Crunch takes the victory. What a race. Well, viewers, so far, Hot Wheels has proven to be the faster team coming out of the gate, but having problems on those landings, allowing King Crunch in this one to take the win and move on into the second round. What a wild race from these two trucks. Let's head up to the starting gates and see what the next two trucks can do now. And for this matchup, we have the returning champion, Red, White, and Blue Avenger in the blue lane, taking on Medusa in the red lane. Let's go racing. Here we go. Medusa so fast, 4 or 5 truck lengths ahead, coming into that first jump. Oh, we have problems for our returning champion as Medusa has a big crash in the middle of the track and just barely makes it to the line. What happened in this run? That was wild. We need the dirt crew out here to clean up this one. But let's take another look from the track cam and see what happened to our returning champion, Avenger. Avenger had a huge problem off that first jump, didn't even clear the first obstacle. Let's take another look at that replay. Medusa so fast coming off the starting line down the ramp, but watch Avenger, something breaks, that truck goes off to the side, slams into the obstacle as Medusa flips over the crush cars for the win. Let's take one more look from the other angle. Medusa so fast, these Hot Wheel trucks are doing incredible. Hits the top obstacle, flips over the crush cars and takes the win. Wow, what a race from both of these trucks. The Red, White, and Blue Avenger was the top contender in this race last year, but is out in the first round. What a wild event. And it is Medusa just barely making it to the line, and that one taking the win to move on. We'll see more of Medusa later on after that wild run. Now let's head back up to the starting gates for the next one. And up next, we have the 2022 Superstore exclusive in the blue lane, facing Mohawk Warrior Stars and Stripes in the red lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Mohawk Warrior with a big hole shot coming out of the gate into that first jump. Big air from both trucks. The exclusive trying to catch up. Both trucks flip. Oh, the exclusive gets hung up in the middle, allowing Mohawk Warrior to take the win. That exclusive truck sure was catching up ground there at the end really quick. Mohawk Warrior bouncing off that Mohawk to take the win. What an awesome race. Let's watch it again. Coming down the ramp, Mohawk Warrior in the red lane, once again so fast, has a big jump, hard landing on that obstacle, starts to flip, bounces off that spiky hair as the exclusive tries to catch up. Let's take one more look. Mohawk Warrior coming down the red lane, has a big lead, but almost loses it with this landing. Hard landing, starts to flip, exclusive catching up into a wheelie over the obstacle, but doesn't quite have enough. I think that run right there is the reason Mohawk Warrior uses so much Great Clips hair product. It bounced off the Mohawk, allowing it to take the win. What an awesome run from that truck. Superstore exclusive was close, but not quite in this round. Well, let's head back up to the gates now and see what the next two trucks have in store. And up next, we have the awesome-looking Lucas Oil Stabilizer in the blue lane, taking on Stars and Stripes Gravedigger in the red lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Both trucks so fast out of the gate. Gravedigger starting to pull away. Stabilizer has a problem off that first jump, just like Avenger, and crashes. Gravedigger with a big flip off that landing across the crush cars to take the win. Wow. Gravedigger with a little freestyle landing on the wheels so fast, but what happened to Stabilizer? Let's take another look. Gravedigger pulling away, coming out of the gate, down the ramp. But watch Stabilizer in that blue lane. Something must be going on in that lane. The second truck going off to the side as Gravedigger flips, lands on the wheels to cross the line for the win. Let's take another look up close from the other side of the track. Watch Gravedigger coming down that red lane. Has a huge jump off that red side, hits the center obstacle, flips over the crush cars for the win. Awesome. Well, one thing today is for certain, these red, white, and blue Spin Master and Hot Wheels trucks sure know how to put on a good show. And in that one, Gravedigger has a little freestyle and takes the win to move into the next round. So we'll see more of that truck later. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because the next pair is ready to show us what they can do. And for this next matchup, we have the Uncle Sam red, white, and blue Jester in the blue lane, taking on Stars and Stripes Max D in the red lane. Let's go racing! Green flag and they're off. Max D a little ahead coming out of the gate, but Jester starting to catch up. Big jump from both trucks. Max D starts having problems. Jester passes for the win. Wow! Max D had a big lead by about 2 truck lengths, but couldn't hold the landing. Started to flip and Jester took the win. What an awesome race and come from behind victory. Let's take another look at it. Watch Max D in that red lane. That truck's so fast, starts to pull away, coming down the ramp. Jester has a big jump off to the side a little bit, but sticks the landing. Let's take another look from the other side of the track, see what happened to Max D. Max D has more speed coming down the ramp. Big jump, but is off center. Starts the nose wheelie, flips, and just can't hold it. And that bobble allows Jester the easy come from behind victory. Max D bringing some of that maximum destruction it's known for in that race, allowing Jester the come from behind pass to take the win. What a run from Jester. Love that truck, and we'll see more of it later. Now let's head back up to the gates for the last matchup of the first round. And here we go with the Superstore exclusive Freebird in the blue lane, taking on Stars and Stripes El Toro Loco in the red lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, here we go. Both trucks wheel to wheel out of the gate, down the ramp. Big jump from both trucks. El Toro Loco has a huge second jump. Wow, look at that Freebird, so fast to the line, up over the back obstacle, all the way to the end of the track. Wow, that Freebird was really flying. Check out that eagle, looks fast just sitting there. But what happened to El Toro Loco? That was the biggest crash from the Hot Wheels we've seen so far. Let's take another look. This right here is definitely the closest race out of the gate we've had so far in the first round. These trucks are wheel to wheel coming down the ramp. El Toro Loco has problems, hits that center jump and goes flying high. But Freebird was the one really flying first to the line. Let's take another look. El Toro Loco coming down the ramp. Something must happen to that truck because it goes right, hits that huge second jump, sky wheelie, and crashes off, allowing Freebird to take the victory. With that huge air from El Toro Loco, the crowd sure is going wild, but this isn't freestyle, this is a race, and Freebird just put down the fastest run we've seen here so far today, taking the win and moving on. Now that that race is over, let's head over to the pit area and check out the trucks moving into round number 2. The Spin Master and Hot Wheels Monster Jam trucks sure have put on an incredible show there in the first round. But this new Fire and Ice track layout sure seems to be difficult for these trucks to navigate, causing some big crashes. We'll see how they can manage in round number 2. Speaking of round number 2, let's meet the trucks moving on into that round. Starting with the Monster Jam exclusive taking on King Crunch. Followed by Freedom Force taking on Medusa. And up next, we have Mohawk Warrior taking on Jester. And for the final matchup, we have Gravedigger taking on Freebird. These trucks have done great in the first round. Let's head back up to the gate and see how they can do in the second. And up first, we have the 2023 Monster Jam exclusive in the blue lane, taking on King Crunch in the red lane. Let's go racing! Green flag, gate drops, and we're off. King Crunch a little ahead, coming out of the gate. Big jump from both trucks. It's the exclusive catching up over the crushed cars and passes to the line for the win. Wow! What an awesome close race from both of these trucks. The exclusive just barely edges out King Crunch over the crushed cars and makes it to the line. Let's take another look at how close it was from the track cam. This is the closest race we've had here so far today. King Crunch a little ahead coming out of the gate, but the Superstore exclusive isn't done. Has a cleaner jump, puts the power down and passes for the win. Let's take another look from the other side. This King Crunch truck is so fast, has a lot of power under the hood. Big jump from both trucks. The exclusive starting to catch up and just edges out King Crunch for the victory. What an awesome close race by both of these die-cast monster trucks. That King Crunch sure is a crowd pleaser, but in this one, it is the Monster Jam Superstore exclusive, making it to the line first to take the win and move on into the semi-finals. Now let's head back up to the starting gate for more racing action. And here we go with Freedom Force racing out of the blue lane, taking on Stars and Stripes Medusa in the red lane. Let's go racing. Hot Wheels versus Hot Wheels. Here we go. Medusa pulling away, coming down the ramp. Bowman has problems, goes off to the side. Freedom Force hits the center obstacle, lands it, but goes off to the side and hits the track cam after crossing the line. Wow, what a big crash into the track cam. That might be a problem for the future. We'll see. But what happened to Medusa off of that first jump? Just went left and had a big crash. Let's take another look. Coming down the ramp out of the gate, Medusa is definitely faster off of that first jump. Big air, but goes way off to the side. Freedom Force hits the center obstacle and slams into the track cam with the backflip. Let's take another look at the other side to see what happened to Medusa. Coming down the ramp, Medusa gets into that first jump, starts bobbling around like something broke on that truck. Huge flip, allowing Freedom Force to take the win. Both of these Hot Wheels diecast monster trucks were so fast in the first round, I didn't expect to double crash in this one. But Freedom Force does make it to the line to take the victory and move on, so we'll see that truck later on. Now let's head back up to the gates and see what the next pair can do. And up next to the starting line, we have the Stars and Stripes Mohawk Warrior in the blue lane taking on Jester in the red lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Mohawk Warrior with a big hole shot coming down the ramp, but has a huge problem off the landing, starts to flip. Jester also starts to flip. Double flip for Jester, lands on the wheels and makes it to the line, beating Mohawk Warrior, who had a huge lead. Wow, what a big crash from Jester, but still lands on the wheels somehow and takes the victory. What happened to Mohawk Warrior? That truck was so far ahead. Let's take another look. As the gate drops, Mohawk Warrior starts to pull away 2-3 truck lengths, has a huge jump but doesn't clear the obstacle, hits the back end and starts to flip, allowing Jester to flip, landing on the wheels to take the win. On the red side of the track, Jester has problems coming off that first jump as well. Watch this landing, starts to nose wheelie, double flip over the crushed cars to take the victory. What an awesome race. What a wild crash fest with flipping all over the track, but Jester somehow manages to land on the wheels and take the win. What an awesome race from that truck, so we'll see more action from that one later. Now let's head back up to the starting gates because the next trucks are waiting on us. And for the next matchup, we have Stars and Stripes Gravedigger in the blue lane taking on the super fast Freebird in the red lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Wheel to wheel out of the gate, down the ramp. Both trucks side by side into that first jump. Freebird has problems, lands hard and crashes. Gravedigger so fast over the cars all the way to the end of the track. Wow. Gravedigger had to run in the blue lane like Freebird had in the last round. That truck was so fast, but Freebird had a big crash in this one, falling from the sky. What just happened? Let's take another look from both the track cams and check it out one more time. As the green flag flies, both these trucks so fast coming down the ramp. They're side by side out of the gate. Coming down the ramp, they are wheel to wheel into that first jump. Freebird has a big crash. Gravedigger flies across the crushed cars for the win. But what happened to Freebird? Let's take a look from the red side. Coming off that first jump, Freebird hits the center. That's what happened and has a huge flip, allowing Gravedigger the easy win. Well, Freebird with all of that speed in the first round in the blue lane couldn't stick the landing in the red lane, allowing Gravedigger to pass for the win to move on into the semifinals. Speaking of semifinals, what do you say we head back on over to the pits and check out the trucks moving on into the semifinal round? As we head into the semifinal round of competition, that means 12 of these awesome red, white, and blue trucks have already been eliminated from today's tournament. But these trucks have done absolutely incredible here in the racing today with some fast runs, big crashes, and some wild freestyle. And we'll see more of these trucks later on in future videos. But now it's time to check out the trucks moving into the semis, starting with the Monster Jam Superstore USA exclusive taking on Jester, followed by Freedom Force taking on Gravedigger. Which of these two trucks will be able to win the races and move on into the final round to make it up on the top podium? Let's head up to the track, get the races started now, and find out. And up first for the semifinals, we have the 2023 Monster Jam exclusive in the blue lane taking on Uncle Sam Jester in the red lane. Let's go racing. Here we go, Jester blown away coming down the ramp into that first jump. Good jump from both trucks. Oh, the Superstore exclusive really powers off that obstacle over the crush cars to pull away for the win all the way to the end of the track. Wow, that was an extremely fast run in that blue lane, just like Freebird earlier. But what happened to Jester? Jester had the lead, but had problems coming down the ramp off that jump. Let's take another look. Watch Jester over in that red lane, starts to pull away by about a truck length, but big jump from the Monster Jam Superstore truck, powers off over the crush cars with ease for the win. Let's take another look at the red lane to see what happened to Jester. Watch it close, coming down into that first jump. What happens? Oh, it goes off to the side a little, does a slap wheelie and recovers, but it's too late because Monster Jam Superstore already takes the win. Well, great attempt by Jester to try to make it into the final round of racing, but with this one, it's the Monster Jam Superstore exclusive taking the win and moving into the finals, and Jester will have to try to race one more time to secure third place. So we'll see both of those trucks later on. But now let's head back up to the gates for the next semi-final matchup. And up next, we have a Hot Wheels matchup with Freedom Force in the green lane taking on Stars and Stripes Gravedigger in the red lane. Let's go racing. Green flag, here we go. Gravedigger pulling away, coming out of the gate. Huge lead into that first jump. Big air from both trucks. Freedom Force has problems off the obstacle, crashes. Gravedigger jumps off the center with a little freestyle off the back platform jump. That was wild. Let's take another look at this one from the track cam and see what happened to Freedom Force. Freedom Force had a big crash there in the middle of the track and ended up on the crush cars. Let's take a look. As the green flies and gate drops, Gravedigger really puts the power down and starts to pull away with an early lead. Watch Freedom Force coming off that blue jump, hits the center obstacle, can't control the landing and flips as Gravedigger flies over that back obstacle. Let's take another look from the red side and see how much of a lead Gravedigger had. By about a truck length, truck and a half coming into that jump, so smooth up over that center obstacle to the line for the win. What a run. Awesome matchup right there from both of these old school Hot Wheels monster trucks, but in that one it is Stars and Stripes Gravedigger taking the win, moving into the finals, and Freedom Force will have to race Jester one more time to try to secure third place. Now let's head back over to the pits one last time and check out the trucks and their matchups for the finals. We want to thank all of our viewers for joining us for this third annual red, white, and blue diecast monster truck race. Now racing for third place, we have Jester taking on Freedom Force. And for your overall championship today, we have the Monster Jam Superstore 2023 exclusive taking on Gravedigger. What a matchup! Let's head up to the starting gates and get these finals started. And up first for your third place podium spot, we have Uncle Sam Jester taking on Freedom Force. Let's go racing! Green flag gate drops in rough. Freedom Force so fast coming down the ramp. Huge jump from that truck. Oh, that's problems. Flips off to the side. Jester with a big flip over the crush cars. 1, 2, 3 flips into a wheelie to take the win. What a way to celebrate with the wheelie for the fans. That is awesome, taking the win in third place. Freedom Force had a huge crash. Let's take another look. Watch Freedom Force coming down in that red lane. That truck is so fast coming into the jump, but something happens, can't hold the landing, goes off to the side and crashes. Jester with multiple flips into a wheelie to take the victory. What a wild race from Jester. Let's take another look at the crash from Freedom Force. Coming down the ramp, off that first jump, goes off to the side, can't stick the landing. Huge crash over into the wall as Jester takes the win. What an awesome race. Freedom Force has been a great contender here all day long, but with the run, flip, and freestyle wheelie for the win like Jester just had, there's no doubt that truck deserves that win in third place podium. We'll see more of that truck later in the winner's circle. Now, what do you say we take a look at the race everybody came here to see? That's right, this is your 4th of July final round matchup. Check them out. We have the Monster Jam Superstore in the blue lane, taking on Stars and Stripes Gravedigger in the green lane. Let's get ready to go racing. Green flag gate drops and they're off. Gravedigger pulling away, coming down the ramp. Big jump from both trucks. It's a close race over the crush cars at the line. What? It's so close at the line here for the finals. I cannot tell which truck won. That was awesome. Was it Monster Jam Superstore or was it Stars and Stripes Gravedigger? We're definitely gonna have to take another look at this one from the track cam and check it out, see who the winner was. Let's take a look at that track cam footage in slow-mo now. As the green flag flies, both of these trucks want this win. Gravedigger's been fast all day, starts to pull away. Monster Jam Superstore lands, powers through. At the line, it is the Monster Jam Superstore taking the victory. Wow! Let's take one more look at this from the other side. Gravedigger has a huge lead coming out of the gate. I thought this race was over and Gravedigger had it won, but Monster Jam Superstore's not done. That one powers through for the win. Awesome! It's a pretty fitting end to this story that we have the closest race of the tournament in the final round. That Monster Jam Superstore had a huge come from behind victory here in this race to take the overall tournament win. That was so cool. What do you say we head on over to the Our Time for Adventures Winner Square and check out the trucks that deserve to be there? Before we head on over to Victory Lane, we want to take one last look at all of today's competitors because these monster trucks are absolutely incredible and they sure put on a good show here today. And Our Time for Adventures also wants to say thank you for the men and women who fight for the freedoms of our country and give us this day of independence to celebrate. Thank you very much. And also want to say thank you to all of our viewers who support our channel and our races because we couldn't do it without you. We just recently hit 50,000 subscribers on our way to our 100,000 goal. Thank you everyone for the support. We greatly appreciate it. Now let's meet the winners of today's tournament. These three trucks have done absolutely incredible and put on a great show here here today. They have had some extremely fast races, some really close finishes, and definitely some wild freestyle. And in third place, we have the red, white, and blue Stars and Stripes Jester Custom. This is an absolutely incredible truck. We saw this one for our first time at the 2023 Nashville World Finals. And bringing home second, we have the Stars and Stripes Hot Wheels Gravedigger. This truck was so close to taking the win today, but ended up on silver, but we're just glad it's there. And for your overall champion, we have the 2023 Monster Jam Superstore Independence Day exclusive. This truck looks absolutely incredible with number 76 in that eagle. It is great. Glad it can make it up on the podium. Now what do you say we take a minute and help all three of these trucks celebrate? Thanks again for watching our Time for Adventures. Until next time.